What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. This time I am back, honey, for episode 2 of Porsha is Having a Baby. This episode was pretty good. Like I told you all before, I feel like Porsha needs to just go ahead and have her own show. She could carry the show pretty good. Now, I don't know if it's just because she's pregnant, but it just seems like it comes very natural for her to carry, this type of family show. I love seeing Lauren, her mother, Dennis's mom. I just love seeing all of them together. It was a lot of drama in this episode, and let's get right to it. I will not be talking about every little thing that happened, just the main points and what I found entertaining, honey. Okay, so episode starts out with Dennis making breakfast. I love me a man that can cook. So I like Dennis. I'm starting to really feel me some Dennis. Dennis, when your damn baby due? Because your damn belly been sticking out for as long as Porsha's at this point, okay? But I like him. He cooks. He don't mind spending some coins. He has an easygoing attitude. He is a womanizer. Let's just call a spade a spade. I see some of that up in there, trying to, buy nice gifts for his girls. And y'all know that, he got a little past doing all that. But he with Porsha now. But I do see the womanizing. Y'all know that is a strong red flag of Miss Robinson's. Can't trust really no womanizer, but girl, you already knocked up, so we already in it, okay? Like I said before, don't see this lasting forever, but we go play along for now. I'm happy for them. I think he is definitely 10 steps up from Cordell, okay? That's what I will say. He is the complete opposite of that goddamn Cordell, because the way I remember Cordell's reckless ass attitude is just, Dennis did not act like that in this episode. Cordell would have been like, no, we ain't doing that. You go do what your husband wants you to do. And old Porsha would be old little anime. Well, yeah, I'll do what you want, Cordell. Porsha said, I ain't anime no more, goddammit. I want to live in my own house. I want your shit just in the basement. And I'm going to use up all the rooms, okay? And you go deal with it then. That's what Porsha said. Okay, we going to get to it, though. Because that ain't right, Porsha. All right, so we done talked about Dennis cooking a nice, good breakfast. He even tried to make it healthy for her. Okay, let's get to these nannies. Lauren then booked them some nannies. They're going to interview the nannies. They got Dennis's mom there as well. And Porsha's mother is there as well. And they had this young girl there who I thought was a horrible fit. She just too damn young. And I just have a lot of energy. And, and I'm good with kids. She just wouldn't be my pick. I would get somebody white. Get somebody white to work for you. So it was a one white applicant. Yeah, it was a man, wasn't it? Yeah. No men with a girl child. I wouldn't do that. So none of that. Not saying that you can't trust men, but it's a baby girl. You want your daughter to be of age to where she could talk if she's going to be around a man, I feel. So that was just a no. And that person was boring as hell. And they got this older lady that, sung them a little song. Porsha felt like the lady could sing some good Negro spirituals to the baby. The lady seemed more comfortable with children more than any of them. She really works with them, and, it's really her job. And it was the rest of their jobs too, but that older lady really seemed like she was the right fit. So I think hopefully they end up going with her. Okay, so next we have Porsha, Mama Gina, who is Dennis's mom. And we got Dennis, and they all look at the baby's nursery. I felt like it was okay, but I don't know. When you're having a girl, I'm a big fan of white and pink and, like really feminine, girly colors. And it really looked like a nursery that could have been for a boy as well. So I just wasn't really feeling the decorations. Then, I don't know. I just feel like they are kind of moving ass backwards at this point when it comes to this house. I told you all, for the most part, I've kind of been on Porsha's side as far as, raising a baby in Duluth. But, they gonna need to move somewhere closer. I think that they should have picked out the house that they were going to live at before the baby was born. So I think now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of stupid for him to move in with her. All his shit is all in the basement. It's like she ain't really made no damn room for the man. And I think it's two different things going on. I don't think Dennis really wants to be there because, like they have stressed in this episode, it's hard for a lot of men to move in with their woman, and they don't really like living with a woman because as the man, they don't really feel like it's their home. But then at the same time, it's just like, why are y'all paying all this money to get this room done, this nursery done? And then you're going to be moving in a few years. Like, it's to me, I don't care if you got money or not. It's a waste of money. They should have just picked out something in the city, and move in there. That way, once this child gets to the point she can walk and talk and, she can be comfortable with her life. She ain't got to worry about moving. Now y'all settling at Porsha's house. Then you go end up moving closer to the city. And, it's just too much. I just feel like they should just pick out the house ahead of time. So after Porsha then showed the mother the nursery, the mother loves the nursery. Dennis loves the nursery. Well, I think he felt like what I felt. It could have had more pink, but he thought it was nice enough. Porsha, of course, loved it, but Mama Gina gets to stressing Porsha about this damn prenup and how she should pretty much have a shotgun wedding. She should just get married. This girl is about to pop. She ain't thinking about getting married. Well, do you want to be a baby mama or do you want to be a wife? Which one you want to do? I just felt like she came off as very aggressive. She's too opinionated, and he could be a mother's boy all he wants to, but the point of the matter is she is not Porsha's mama, okay? She is his mama. And what you do with Dennis and what you do with Porsha are two totally different things. Porsha got a mother, and I just feel like she is overstepping her motherfucking boundaries. Did y'all see how she was talking and looking at Porsha? And I already knew it would be a matter of time before she started going the hell off. But hell, it makes for one good show. That's what I know. But, yeah, that mother is just something else. She's just really overstepping her bounds. And Porsha was trying to tell her, hey, this is between me and your son. Let us figure out what we're going to do. We have to communicate and talk. We got to do what we got to do. And the mother pretty much kind of told Porsha, well, I'm not going to back off. That's my son. I'm always going to state my opinion. And Porsha was like, well, there it is. Well, I need to go, take a nap. You can tell Porsha was getting irritated with the conversation. And she let Dennis know she need to go lay down. Dennis said he was going to go tuck her in. And that's when they got into it, about how his mother is overstepping her motherfucking boundaries and how Porsha is sick of it. She ain't here for it. And Dennis is saying what most men say, well, that's my mom, just how she is, she just wants the best for her son. And then, he got to flip his shit around on Porsha, talking about something. Your mother don't be telling you when you wrong, because Porsha had let him know your mother don't never admit when you wrong. She always got your side on every little thing, and your mother don't do it either. They went back and forth. Dennis, you gonna have to speak up to your mother, okay? If you want to have a wife. And when I say that, I'm saying a wife that actually stays with you, because mothers like that will cause a bitch to run off, okay? Porsha B done ran off with the goddamn mailman and said, hey, to hell with this. This bitch is your mother, not mine, okay? So next, Porsha goes to Shamia's house, and, we see Shamia's little baby. Shamia's baby is really pretty. Was it me, or was Porsha holding her the wrong way? She was just holding that baby all over the place. Porsha's titties was all over the place. Belly is just ready to pop. This girl is one big ass pig as she's been pregnant, just eating and drinking up everything. I think Porsha was like, bitch, I'm pregnant. I'm going to just let myself go, child. So that is the spirit that Porsha is in. She gets to telling Shamia, about all the shit that she's going through with Dennis's mom and how she keeps stressing her to get a prenup, how she wants to rush them down the aisle, and how, Porsha should try to get married first instead of just trying to be a baby mama. And what older people need to realize is not everybody is in a goddamn hurry to get married, I'm not at all saying I'm with the baby mama, baby daddy culture. I don't support people keep having kids out of wedlock, especially 3, 4, and 5 kids. I'm not with that, but this is Porsha's first child. She's about to pop. I completely understand her putting the prenup situation on hold because, I've been pregnant before and I went through a lot of this stuff. And what you want to do is just focus on having your baby in peace and, really enjoying the moment. And then you get back to the prenup talk once you are damn near down the aisle. You got to handle stuff like that. Just break it down. And it's not for Dennis's mother to be all up in the middle. And that's what Shamia was trying to tell her. She was like, girl, you got to turn a blind eye to what his mother talking about. You ain't got to be listening to her. Long as you and Dennis got to understand it, and that's what it's all about. Porsha damn near peed on Shamia's couch, honey. Shamia had to check Porsha's drawers. Like, girl, what is you doing? Did y'all notice how natural Lauren was with Shamia's baby? Like, with how she was holding her. She was holding that baby better than Porsha. Porsha, you need to take some notes from Lauren, honey. Did y'all get a kick out of that damn Porsha drinking Gatorade and eating applesauce all up in the bed, honey? She is a fool. And she had told him to go get it out the refrigerator. This greedy ass bitch got a goddamn refrigerator in the goddamn room. I said, this girl is a pig. One thing that Dennis's mom mentioned that was true was the fact that Porsha does need to let go of the past. She doesn't need to forget the past, but she does need to stop harping over it, because you could clearly see Dennis is the opposite of Cordell, which is good. We don't want another asshole like Cordell, but at the same time, you can see with Porsha, she does still carry a lot of that old baggage from that marriage, and I think it's because it was abusive. She felt like she didn't have a lot of power and control. And, her ex-husband controlled everything, and it is a very uncomfortable and unfortunate situation. But in order to be present in our current relationships, we do have to let go of those things. Go into this new situation. You ain't got to forget what Cordell did. You could still, if you see any red flags from Dennis, you right on to feel how you feel. Like him going to put an offer in, that was sneaky and shady, which is, that was sneaky. And then he's renting his house. He told her he would sell his house. That is a red flag, because that's something that Cordell did, and I feel like that's okay for her to flip out about that. That's normal. But she's going to have to find a way, if you know what I'm saying, to make peace for that. To make peace with that, I should say. Because what's going to happen is she could possibly sabotage this new relationship. She could sabotage her and Dennis, the good that is going on with them, with the ugliness of the past. So she gonna have to leave at where it's at, and she's gonna have to communicate more with him about how hurt she was in that relationship, where it left her emotionally, financially. And I think if she really opens up, I feel like Dennis will understand that. I really do. So they sit down with Dr.Sherry. We've seen this lady on a lot of these reality shows. We've seen her counsel people. I think she met with her and Cordell at one point, I'm thinking. And basically it just comes down to Porsha has not made any room in her home for Dennis. And she hasn't. All his shit is scattered around the basement. And Dr. Sherry was like, well, you didn't unpack. And he was like, there's nowhere to put my stuff. And Porsha's talking about, well, we got a guest room, and that's for his mother. And that's, we got another room for my mother, and we only got about 4 or 5 bedrooms. Listen, stop worrying about his mother. You don't even like his fucking mother. I can see where that's going. She ain't gonna like that lady after a while. Y'all mark my motherfucking words. Stop worrying about her. Stop worrying about your mother. They don't need to live with y'all. Y'all barely living with each other. Focus on your man, okay? Let him get his shit in one of them rooms. Let him have his own room, or, he could put most of his stuff up in one of the rooms, and then he could share some closet space with you, or, you could install another closet. I don't know. Make the shit work with your man, and stop trying to, well, his mother, see, the problem in their relationship is they need to simplify things. They need to simplify, then make a decision. Like I said with the house, move into a house near the city, get the nursery and shit set up. Simple. That way, as the baby is growing up, she could stay right where she's at. She ain't got to worry about moving. What you're doing, Porsha, is you setting up this damn nursery. You spending all this money at your house. You got this man shit downstairs all over the place. You have not compromised with him. You trying to get him to sign a damn rental agreement. He didn't want to, put money down to get his name on the deed. You just got too much shit going on, and y'all just need to simplify this shit. When it's real love going on, if this is really about two people that love each other, because right now it's kind of looking like y'all done came together more or less. You care for each other, but it's just, well, we having a baby, and you can't let that stress you out so much where shit is all over the place, is what I'm saying. So simplify this shit. Porsha, you gonna have to compromise. You gonna have to let some of that shit go in the past with your ex. You gonna have to step out on faith, just like you stepped out on faith when you spread your damn legs and this man gave you a child, okay? So you willing to drop your drawers, you gonna have to let some of the shit of the past go, okay? Embrace the present moment and the future, and just you gonna have to let that shit go. You ain't gotta forget it now. Now, Dennis, I got my good eye on your womanizing ass now, okay? Because you have did a few things that is a red flag. And Porsha do got the right to side eye you. But at the same time, y'all gonna have to work all that shit out through compromise. And that's pretty much what Dr. Sherry was telling them. Like, why is y'all even focused on y'all moms moving in and y'all ain't even settled into the home, you know? I like what Dr. Sherry said to them. She was just basically like, you all need to think about what do you want your family to look like? And like I said, they need to simplify. It's just simple. You know, y'all need to compromise. Y'all need to communicate. You're going to need to be vulnerable, Porsha. And that's all you need to do. Y'all keep putting 20 on 10. You keep bringing in. It's like y'all spending all this unnecessary money, but nobody's doing any real communication. Nobody's really doing any compromising. So once y'all do that, y'all should be fine. Okay, so the last scene is the last scene. They're in the car and, you know, they done finished up the session with Dr. Sherry. And basically, Dennis, you know, is feeling some type of way. He's just like, you know, you keep saying that it's our home. How is, you know, your house our home? And you didn't hit me with a rental agreement. And then Porsha hit him with, you know, you keep saying it's my crib. Wherever we are as a family, it's our crib, you know. But Porsha, he's not going to feel like it's his home if he ain't got no damn room. And you just got his shit in the basement. You know, so you are coming off controlling. You are coming off one-sided. And at this point, you may have good reasons to protect yourself, but you can't do all of that and and this man feel like he's at home when he's really not, you know. Then Dennis brought up a good point, and what did I just tell you all? He basically brought up the fact that, well, you just got this room done for the baby. What if in 2 years you don't want to move because you done spent money on this room and, you know, and then Portia's just like, well, why are you telling me how I think and what I'm going to do? You know, that's not the agreement. You know, I'm a woman of my word. I'm going to keep my word. And, you know, at this point, I'm kind of with Dennis because it's like you didn't spend money. You probably ain't going to want to move. You probably going to be like, well, give me a little bit more time. You know, PJ needs to get settled and I done did this, I done did that. It just don't make any sense to put any money into a house you're going to be moving out of. It just don't understand it, but it is rich people's problems, honey. Okay? That is all I have to say on that, you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I am out.